Good morning, guys. Today we start the next topic of annual cash flow analysis during analysis period. So, before we start to discuss the topic, we have to just read out in a brief. Means we have to revise the part. First one is the introduction of cash flow and rate of return, where we have to study about the business activity involves transactions like cash inflow and outflow. Then we have to calculate the yearly rate of interest, rate of return, uh, rate of return that can be identified by terminal cash flow minus initial cash flow upon initial cash flow. With this with this formula, we have to calculate the rate of return. Then after, if uh, then after we have to know the rate of return can be calculated on the yearly basis, or it may be a monthly basis. So for monthly calculation, we have to calculate by using terminal cash flow minus initial cash flow upon initial cash flow into 12 months and divided by relevant month into 100. Then after, if we have to calculate ROI for more than 1 year, then at that time we have to consider 3 points. First one is the initial project cash flow outflow, initial project cost cash outflow. Then second, operating year wise net cash flow are considered. And third one is the terminal scrap value are considered as cash flow. Means whatever the investment you have to done for the project and what are the running costs are required for every year, you have to calculate these both terms and then find out the cash flow. This can be studied under this example, where the running initial project cost is 48,000, estimated year is 3 years, then cash inflow is 44, 41, and 49,000 for first, second, and third year. And uh, in the cash expenses are 20 years, 20,000, 22,000, and 25,000 for first, second, and third year, and also depreciation of 40%. Then we have to calculate this by using the formula, and after that we have to so we have to calculate the annual depreciation and the rate of return on investment. Then secondly, we have to study about the treatment of salvage values. Salvage values means uh, the value which can be obtained by scrap materials. So scrap materials also contain a good amount that can be play an important role for the cash inflow and outflow. So always remember, when we calculate the total depreciation asset, you have to calculate the estimated terminal scrap values. So at that time, you have to calculate the annual depreciation under straight line method. Straight line method is equal to total depreciation asset divided by estimated project life. This can be explained with the help of this example, where the initial cost is 48,000, then the salvage value is 6,000, estimated project year is 3,000, and operating net cash inflow over the project life is 20,000, 17,000, and 26,000 for first, second, and third year. Then in that time we have to calculate by using three steps. By first one is the payback period. So we have to calculate using payback period, which is equal to required cash inflow to equal profit investment divided by salvage value. Then after yearly depreciation under straight line method, means total depreciable value divided by project life, means 48,000 minus 6,000 divided by 3 years, so it is around 14,000. Then after calculate the net accumulated profit, so we have to calculate 20,000 is the net cash flow and 14,000 is the depreciation. So we are getting 6,000 for first year, 3,000 for second year, and 12,000 for third year. So ultimately average yearly investment is equal to project initial project cash plus terminal salvage value divided by 2, means 48,000 plus 6,000 divided by 2, we are getting 27,000. So ultimately return on investment, ROI, is equal to average yearly accounting profit divided by average investment into profit. So we are getting 30.82%. Let's start the today's topic, which is called annual cash flow. So annual cash flow analysis during analysis period. For this, we have to know what is the business. Business is the sum of various projects that can be undertaken at different time interval. It is estimated to generate net profit during the operating life of the business, which is relatively very long in case of corporate form of business organizations. Means if a company or firm uh, uh, manufacturing different items for different sectors, at that time you have to calculate the individual profit for individual companies, then overall performance of that firm. So for this, in this case, analysis during the analysis period, there are two aspects are seriously considered in the project evaluation. First one is the aggregate all project cash flow versus a standard along single project analysis, and second one is the difference between the operating net cash flow under cash system of accounting and the net profit under the accrual system of accounting. So for both we have to discuss in brief. So first one is the aggregate all project cash flow versus standard along single projects analysis. Means let's start with one example. If we all know that Tata is a big company which can be participate in many businesses like production of salt, production of steel, production of automobile parts and their vehicles, etc., etc. So we have, when the Tata declare their yeah, means profit quarter, they are declared quarterly profit, so they have to calculate by individual profit from individual sectors and the overall profit of the organization. So profit and loss account of the business prepared on annual basis consider the aggregate profit and loss from all the projects undertaken till the year of reporting. The accounting period is divided on 12-month basis for the period of reporting. So they also consider the non-cash annual depreciation of fixed asset and the annual amortization of prepaid expenses like pre-operating and primary expenses. For both of these non-cash expenses are deducted while calculating the net profit. Means when you have to calculate the either the company getting the profit or loss, at that time you have to remember ki what are the cash that can be expend yearly, you have to know that expenses, and you have to reduce that expenses from the profit or loss. Okay. On the other hand, aggregate cash flow shows the cash position on the whole business, or the stand-alone project for project evaluation. The non-cash expenses like depreciation on machinery and amortization of prepaid pre-operating expenses are added back to find the net cash inflow. Okay. Then the second one is the difference between the operating net cash flow under cash system of accounting and net profit under accrual system of accounting. Then second is the difference between the operating net cash flow under cash system of accounting and the net profit under accrual system of accounting. So in this type of system, you have to make the cash book, and where you have to receive whatever cash you have to means inflow, and whatever the cash goes to outflow. Okay. For this, we have to prepare one profit and loss accounting. For expenses, we have to calculate the operating revenue cash expenses, then accrual non-cash expenses like depreciation for the year, then prepaid expenses amortized during the year, and the net profit. Similarly, incomes that can be earned, or we have to say ki cash inflow, we have to calculate in the next section. The cash book shows the available cash on hand, and thus the liquidity of the business. While on the other hand, profit and loss account shows the profit earning during the year, and the cash flow is equal to the net profit plus adding back the non-cash expenses like depreciation on fixed assets and amortization of prepaid expenses for the year, and the deducting the non-cash income should in profit and loss accounting. Generally, the cash flow are higher than the net profit because non-cash expenses are added back into the following formula. So we have to remember this formula. The cash inflow is equal to net profit plus depreciation plus amortized prepaid expenses. So the non-cash depreciation and amortized prepaid expenses are the deducted while calculating the net profit, but they do not invoice any cash outflow. They are added back as they increase the net cash inflow. Thus, cash flow statement explain the period wise cash, non-cash, cash cycle prepaid on the daily basis in the form of cash books. So, it also include the cash deposit and cash withdraw from the bank, and for this purpose a special type of cash book where like cash columns and bank columns are prepared to integrate both type of cash flow. Means when you have to calculate the profit or loss, you have to prepare first cash book. In cash book, you know whatever the amount you have to expend or you have to in your pocket. Then you have to know the profit and less accounting, where the depreciation of the year, then prepaid expenses, you have to calculate in that column. And lastly, you have to note the whatever the cash deposit or cash withdraw from the bank, you have to prepare one column for this statement. And then after, you have to know whatever the cash are in your hand, whatever the cash flowing in the market, and whatever the cash either withdraw or deposit into the bank. Generally, the net profit for the business consider cash flow in aggregate manner. Means a business is considered as the total investment in all the project till the date of reporting the profit and the loss accounting of annual basis. However, in the stand alone capital project evolution, the net profit are considered only the project under consideration. Okay, and then this is the today's lecture. Then we have to discuss the new topic on internal rate of return, which is very important for you. So today we are just finishing our lecture. Thank you very much.